Temple, Texas. Deputy Thomas Prado pulls over a car containing a passenger suspected of selling crack cocaine.
How you doing? Fine. What you pulling over for? I want to talk to him for a second. What do you do? I want to ask him a question real quick. Come on out of the car.
Traffic stops are very dangerous in the line of work that we do. We just don't know who we're stopping. You have to expect the unexpected. If you don't, you can lose the game.
Prado questions the man.
How you doing today? All right. Let me see your hands. Open your hands up. Put your hands over here on the corner. What you doing, man? Why you flagging cars down?
So I pat him down for weapons, and when I'm asking him questions, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
What about that truck and that white guy? Oh, that was white guy. He said that was nothing. He's what?
He was mumbling.
That was nothing. You're the one? No.
And I figured he had something in his mouth.
Open your mouth up. Let me see your mouth. What? I want to see you open your mouth up. What?
I could see some crack cocaine inside of his mouth, inside of a plastic bag. It has been known that people, they hide crack in funny places.
I want to see you open your mouth up. What? Because I'm telling you to.
The suspect turns as if to leave.
Hey, I'm not.
You know, he was determined to get away from me, and I wasn't going to let him do that.
Hey, man.
Prado struggles to hold on.
It started getting dangerous because there were two guys inside the car, and they were very large. I was scared that they were going to come out of the car. Then it was going to be 3 against 1.
Prado hurls the crackhead onto the car. And goes for his mace. A direct shot in the face is just enough to take the flailing dealer down. But the man continues to fight. The deputy can't put on the cuffs.
I was starting to get tired. My adrenaline was pumping, and I couldn't put his hands behind his back, so I laid on top of him.
The worn-out officer gets some much-needed backup.
I look up, and out of nowhere, there's B.J. Ledger, and he's a tow truck driver. He was like God sent.
Help me out, man. Help me out. Yeah, I got call backup. Just step on it.
And I'm just not the type to sit around and watch something like that happen. And I just went in there, just took the man by his head, and I just shoved his head down in the dirt.
With BJ's help, the officer is able to handcuff the suspect.
Why you want to do that, man?
I didn't want to fight with him. I wasn't fighting him.
Say damn crack you got in your mouth.
More officers finally arrive.
I got this guy. I got this guy.
Prado's lucky the crack dealer's entourage stayed in the car.
If those gentlemen would have got out, I'd have probably feared for my life.
Officers search the man
Open your mouth up.
and find the cocaine. Now that the drugs are recovered,
You're under arrest for possession of cocaine.
Prado has one last job to do.
How that guy thinks, man.
I don't know where BJ came from when he showed up, but thank God he showed up and he knelt on his head for me.
I'm not fighting you.